keeping things light. If we get stopped out here, I'll probably just be done for today. We made some nice profits this week with trading. We got our account to 52,000, so I don't really want to force anything. We're currently trading inside of this bullish for value gap. We had Asian session here, and we traded inside of it. We actually traded 3 standard deviations lower inside of it. I still think price wants to trade into it a little bit more. We didn't even get to the 25% level of that bullish fair value gap. I could be wrong, and it could just be because it's bullish and it wants to go higher now, because this is just a quick retracement into the bullish level for a discount to then go higher. I entered here at the volume imbalance once I saw this quick reaction. Ideally, the best entry would have been at the inverse fair value gap 50%, but I wasn't 100% sure and I didn't want to enter it right off the bat over there. So I waited to see what kind of reaction we would have had inside of there before entering. That could have lead me to getting stopped out if price is bullish and then they just wanted to trick people into going into there. As you guys can see, it's coming back over here, which doesn't seem like a very good sign if they were trying to stay bearish. So we'll see what happens here. They could just take the highs and keep going higher. But I wanted to see price come back inside of this bullish level, possibly trade through it first, and then find some support, maybe even at the 50% of that level. Will we get it? I'm not sure. But since, like I said, I'm studying to see what price does here, because I don't know how it's going to react. And we're still learning how the market, trades in certain aspects. Lately, we have been very bullish, which is why I've been looking for retracements within discount levels and then just buying up. So this trade could just stop us out, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, might get stopped out here. I don't like the way it's reacting already. We could trade to like 50% of this candle. As you guys can see too, it didn't really become an engulfing candle here. So I don't know if that could be, a factor in why price is kind of coming back over here. But if you take that candle's body, 50%, that's the main threshold. I would like to see price respect that and push lower if we're right on bias. Let's see. This candle has to close lower if we're right. We're just taking some light trades because we actually got to a nice level in our account, and sometimes it's better to wait till the following week for things to play out for you to see, what the market is looking to do. So we'll see here. It could still pump up higher, this candle, and stop us out. So let's see what happens. We have new candle now. Yeah, I don't like how it closed up here, so it might stop us out. Tap to 50% now. Let's see if it rejects lower or if it continues higher. Took out that buy side here. Ideally, we reject lower quickly now, but it's only if we're right on bias. Back inside of that volume imbalance and stuff. I get stopped out here. Tapped inside of the inverse fair value gap once more. Took out the highs here. I don't like how long it's taking for it to go lower, so I still think it's possible for us to get stopped out. They're trying to like make it seem like they're selling off. I don't know. But they're kind of still hovering around that area. Yep. There you go. All right. Figured as much that they were doing that. So they might take out the highs first, I'm thinking. Take out these highs. It's the buy side liquidity here. And then maybe they'll use, or maybe they want to come here once more. We'll see. Last attempt. We'll like to see price rush lower quickly now. We have a lot of sell side here. from people who were buying. So now if we tap inside of this volume imbalance, I want instant rejection for price to come lower. And I would like to see price rush to these lows here fairly quickly. We have a bullish fair value gap here as well, which would turn into an inverse fair value gap because we already used it as support here. So I want to see price do something like this. Created another volume imbalance in there. And I am going to shift my stop loss to break even. I think with where we're at on the market, I would like to see price rush lower and target those lows instead of coming back up here one more time. If it taps the volume imbalance, I want to see a quick instant rejection to it. The lower sell side prices. We also had a volume imbalance here. It's the one that they came into. Let me just make it thicker so we can tell them apart. Right there. Sell side liquidity here was taken. This is the next one. I would like to see price just go straight through it. Use this as resistance and then go lower, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm shifting my stop loss lower as it goes. I don't really want to see price go above these highs here again. I would rather just see instant rejections lower from here using the previous sell side and the bearish candles. I have a lot of volume imbalances in this area right now. Right. So we're currently inside of this sell. We had previously entered around here to go lower after this reaction, and then we saw price come back up here inside of this inverse fair value gap and bearish fair value gap and rejected. As soon as we traded through and back inside of this bullish fair value gap that was used as an inverse, I sold again, thinking they just came here to take out anyone who had sold prior. And we are targeting the low of this candle simply because this is NASDAQ. It's not really MNQ like I'm looking at, but they're the same thing. So they're dipping into the fair value gap. And as you guys can see here, we dipped into it, but we didn't really fill. We didn't really fill any PD arrays here. So if you look at your PD arrays inside of the fair value gap, we got close to 25%, but we didn't fill it. So I have a feeling maybe they want to take price lower still, maybe even get to 50% at least. And if they're bullish, obviously they're probably not going to want to fill it all the way. I don't know. So I'm studying what the market does here now. But I am expecting the 21,190 levels to be rated. So we'll see what happens. And as you guys can see, the trade is playing out very well. Now I would like to see this candle simply tap to 50% here and melt lower pretty quickly. Not sure if it's going to give it to us. However, we are shifting stop loss lower as it goes just to capitalize on some gains. We took that slight loss here, so I believe with the move that I secured here, that already puts us back in profits a little bit. And if we get stopped out, that's fine. But I would like to see price not come back to any of these areas. Just use this bullish fair value gap turned inverse to resistance and shift lower. So we're gonna have to wait and see how price reacts here. And this candle, which is a 4-hour candle, is about to turn bearish.